Hi guys, welcome to part two of our three-part series talking about
Hello
our
there.
school experiences.
And today we're going to talk about our middle school. Um,
Middle school days.
yes.
So, for those of you who haven't seen the previous video, for me, my high or middle school experience. Hey, don't play with
His
that.
middle school goes from
Don't play with that.
his middle
Don't
school
play with
goes
that. Hey, those are mine. Don't play with those. My middle school experiences
from
was
starting at fifth grade up to eighth grade,
yes.
and then mine is from sixth to eighth. I don't know whoever went to a middle school where they passed eight.
No, because I think by ninth grade it's already their freshman year anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, this time I'll be starting off the video. So because I'm starting out in fifth grade, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yes. Please do tell.
Yes. So by the way, if you haven't seen the last video, I'll go ahead and link that in the description so you could go ahead and see. Otherwise, if not, check out our playlist. It is also there. But yeah, so we'll be discussing about our different times, or like our favorite memories, I should say, in elementary and in our case middle school, and then later on high school. So that's gonna be fun. I want to give a quick discretion ahead of time. Is that the reason why you're seeing the puppies is because I left my door open and my dad is leaving for work soon, so I gotta babysit and watch the puppies. So if you see
Yes.
them come in and out every now and then, that's the reason why. So
Yes. If you see me get attacked, then
yeah,
that's why.
or me too. Hey, don't play with my stuff. Don't play with my stuff.
So.
Yeah, I think without further ado, I'll get started with my one of my favorite fifth grade
What you?
experiences.
Yes.
To be fair, I think I had pretty much a fun time in my fifth grade year, baby. So one of my favorite experiences in fifth grade, other than like the field trips that we went on, I want to try to think of it as like a good school memory because if so, I'd say that one of my favorite memories is one a field trip that we went to. We went roller skating, and that
Roller
was
skating.
really fun.
Mm.
Yeah, not it wasn't just that too, but like, like when we're there, like they have like different sections there. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Funway, where in the inside it was a roller rink. On the other side, it was a bowling alley. At the top floor, it was an arcade. And then when you go to the outside, there's a mini golf course. There's a bumper
That was
boats.
more than just ice skating.
Yeah, it's literally like everything. They provide every entertainment there. So like wherever you would go, that's it. But our main focus was roller skating because that's
Wait,
what
roller
the
skating or ice skating?
roller skating.
Roller
Yeah,
skating.
it's a roller rink. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either that or you have the access to go bowling or the arcade. You can't go outside though, unless if there's like staff there or if I'm not
Did you
mistaken.
like you could choose or like
You could choose, yes. The
because
thing
you
for
had to,
me is that I chose to go roller skating because everyone had to start out roller skating first, and then
uh
if you wanted to stop and do something else, then you can. So I skated for like a good solid, like I think 30 minutes if I'm not mistaken. Then afterwards, I just got off and then went to the arcade, started playing some of the games. I was also hanging out with a couple friends there too. Some of them also played like like those ticket games where like sometimes you hit the jackpot, you get like a big amount and stuff. One of my friends actually hit it too, and I was really proud of her for that moment. So
I see.
yeah. Other than that, like it wasn't really like when it comes to like in school, it's not one of my favorites. But definitely when it comes to like field trip memories, it was one of my favorites, hands down. Otherwise, I want to think about like one more good memory, if it comes to mind. Otherwise, I'm not. That's mostly all I could think about. Other than that, it's like a concert that we did in like fifth grade, but it's pretty straightforward. A winter concert. That's it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, fifth grade wasn't really my strongest. Then again, I think my whole entire middle school wasn't as memorable compared to my elementary and high school years. So this would probably be one of my shortest memory videos. Go
Okay.
on. Any experiences that you had in sixth grade?
Yes. Starting off with sixth grade. I think I'm going to share an embarrassing story of mine.
Ooh, let's
It
go.
was embarrassing, like very embarrassing for me. but now I find it funny in a way.
Yeah, there you go.
So back in sixth grade, um, usually I would have to walk. I instead of taking the bus, I would walk to school.
Yep.
It's like I think it was like about a mile away from the house. But I haven't never been late to school during that time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, it was during the winter that or after school, as I'm walking home,
Yep.
I'd say um, it wasn't too far from the school, but definitely further from the house from where I am.
Yep.
And so and it was like winter time, so like there's ice and snow all that. But by that time, I I had to use the bathroom really bad, and it's not
Oh,
like I could have gone back to the school to use it. So
because you were straight up like in the busy of like the winter roads too, right? Or not? I wouldn't say busy, but
it
like
was like since the winter, like ice, you gotta be careful not
yeah,
to slip.
exactly. So it makes it
So
harder for you to walk.
it was like it got to the point where it's like I really need to use the bathroom, and so I was about maybe about three fourths away from my house, and so I started it's like running, jogging, marching to get to the house. Of
Ah,
course, I'm surprised I didn't slip. So, but like getting there, like as I'm getting closer to the house, of course, my urge to use the bathroom got increased. And so, by the time I got to the house, that's when I was like ready to like burst.
yeah.
And so what happened was, this is where the embarrassing part. I got to the bathroom. I'm standing right in front of the toilet or as I got, as I, just when I stand right in front of the toilet, that's when it let out. Like, right in front of the toilet, I peed my pants.
Oh,
And I was right in front of the toilet, too. It was, like, so close. At that time, I was, like, so embarrassed, even though no one was around, of course.
yeah.
And I was like, gosh darn it.
But still, I guess it's sort of like a memory that we could say, "Oh, have you?" If someone asks, "Oh, have you ever peed your pants before?" I guess,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I have.
I
In
mean,
front of the toilet. Like, literally, like, right there. Like, right as I'm about to
to
take my pants
urinate.
off, it's like, it
Oh,
let out. I was like, uh,
it's like me when I
but
told you.
luckily it was after school.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly. That's the
imagine if it
thing.
was, like, before during
Yeah,
school.
because that reminded me of like the first grade story. You remember when I told you about like me pooping myself in elementary school?
Yes.
It's sort of like what I had. Holy moly! Only except, wait, roles reversed,
But
I guess.
now I see it. I see it as a funny moment.
Exactly. It's the same with me. So
Yes. So that's one big memory that I had from during my sixth grade year.
Mhm.
Another one, I mean, they're pretty much the same at that point, but I guess
I think it's about like our middle school years is pretty much the most boring years of our lives.
another memory I had was oh, why am I blanking out? Um, for some reason at that time I was obsessed with origami frogs,
Oh
and
yeah.
so at a certain point I had like this gallon bag filled with like paper frogs. I think I had about 100 in there.
Yep.
Like it went from like the normal, I guess I don't know what's a normal size for everyone, but like from the normal size, and then it starts shrinking, getting small to the point where it's like this small. I don't. You guys probably can't see it from there, but it's like it was really tiny, and somehow I was able to make those. What
That's
happened?
incredible,
It
honestly.
was
Were they
what
like? I'm assuming that they were like from like post-its or like papers that were like shredded
it
down to
was
like.
like. It was like whenever I make the like by the time I finished the frog, when I got to the legs part, it's like too long, so I would like rip a certain amount off just to shorten the legs. And then that's where I would start making another frog out of it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was for some reason obsessed. And so what happened to that bag of paper frogs, origami frogs? I have no idea.
Well,
Like it completely disappeared. And so yeah, that was
That's why I try to keep
It
like all
was
my stuff as
it
much
was
as
a
possible.
one origami I can make at the time. Well, other than paper airplanes. So yeah, that's nice. That's from good old sixth grade. What about you?
Around that time for me, I think it was like one of my more fun memories of middle school. And I forgot to mention in fifth grade, I was also a band kid. So, quick story on that. I was
Recorder?
originally supposed to play the flute, but when I tried out the first time to see if I could play, it turns out I can't even blow into the freaking instrument.
What do you mean? What? Like, it's
I'm
just
not
a
kidding. Yeah, it's actually hard. You have to be so precise of where to blow inside the actual instrument because you need like a certain amount of air. You need to angle it correctly. And I thought I was able to pull that off too, but no, I guess not.
this was like okay, so like you already know how to play the recorder.
Yeah. But no, blowing into recorder is
This
actually more
is
simplistic than
yeah,
blowing it
very.
into like another woodwind instrument like a
I
clarinet or
see.
flute or piccolo. Those are actually hard.
I I'll never understand,
Yeah.
for I'm not a person that played a wind instrument. So
Yeah, but for me, because of that moment, because like the band teacher at that time was like, instead, why don't go want to go ahead and try out these different instruments? And I was like, sure. And then he had like the trumpet ready, the trombone ready. He had a clarinet to see if I could play that as well. And we were trying to experiment on like which
which
instruments that I
one
could
worked?
play.
Which one?
Yeah,
Yes.
and out of all of them, I could easily play a brass instrument, so like the trumpet and the trombone. So I asked my fellow classmates who were there at the time. So like, it was like five girls, and I was the only guy trying to play the flute. And I was like, I don't know. Like I like to play the trumpet, and I like to play the trombone too, but I don't know which one do you guys think is cooler. And they were like, oh, the trombone. I was like, cool, I'll stick with the trombone. And then to this day, I still have my fifth grade trombone sitting at the corner over there. So
Can you play it now?
I could somewhat play it. Like I know I think maybe two or three scales. And
Do you know any songs?
uh, okay, so I was gonna save it for my ninth grade, but I could somewhat bring this up.
No, you'll bring it up later in the next
You
episode.
just need to remind me because I actually might forget though because
I'll probably
I
forget
definitely
too.
have more memories. Yeah, I'll mention this now. So for me, one of my favorite songs to play was the original Thomas the Tank Engine opening. Yes, exactly. It's that one. I played it in my
No copyright.
yeah, I would play it on my trombone and they're like, "Oh, that's Thomas." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it."
I see. I see.
Yeah. That's not like my sixth grade moment though, but it's definitely one of my favorite band moments as a band kid. Other than that, one of my favorite sixth grade moments is that we had a really cool homeroom teacher who's like super chill about everything.
I see.
I don't know if you know this music video, but do you know the music video "Okay Go"? I believe the song was called "Here It Goes Again."
No,
Oh, here, let,
you'll probably show me. Probably have to show me later.
yeah. So it features four guys, and you see like six treadmills, right? Basically, all they're doing is literally like they're dancing on the treadmills. So all
Oh,
of
that
them are
sounds
on,
different.
and then each of them have like specific parts of what they're doing on the treadmill. Some of them are dancing, some of them are moving around on it. But yeah, it's a classic video back in like I want to think 2008. I want to say.
All
I
right.
don't remember what year I was in
Don't
sixth
worry.
grade.
Don't worry. You can show me later. You can
Yeah,
show me later. So,
our teacher was really chill with that too. And then also one more thing too that I remember is that I told this in my elementary school is that one of the things that has happened to me in sixth grade is that we were all doing a project together in the school library together, right? There was an open section where you have like a bunch of computers and then like the entire library for the books, right? And then there's another section that's just devoted to the computer stuff. So the thing was is that since our class was small around that time, they had all the students like go to the outside part of it so that they could do their research and stuff. But for me, I was sort of late on it because I was doing research using books. And then when I was trying to find more information on it, I asked my teacher, since all the computers were taken, can I go inside the lab? Of course, he was like, yes, go on ahead. And then I just did my research there. I think I was like delving into like 30 minutes into my research on the computer. and then there was a window where you could see like where the students are, or like the outside of the library, I guess,
Yes.
or you could see the library inside the computer lab. So I was too busy and focusing on like trying to like finish up my project and stuff. And then I looked up and saw like none of my classmates were there, and I didn't even see
Oh,
my teacher. I was like,
you were left
"Yeah,
behind.
I've been left behind." I was a child that's been left behind.
Wasn't there like someone said like, all right, kids, we're going to go, or all right, students, we're gonna leave now, or
Yes, but that it was for those who were outside because I think my teacher forgot that I was inside the computer lab because I was still doing my research there.
okay, wasn't okay if you were inside, wasn't there like an alarm that you're
No,
some sort
honestly.
of
So
bell?
I legit looked up and saw that my class was gone. Because around the same time too, inside the computer lab, there was another classroom inside there doing like their own
It's
work.
like, who are you? I was like,
No, they just accepted me and it's like, okay, you can do your work. Like, cool, thank you.
oh,
Yeah.
so you're
So yeah,
late
so I've been
to your
abandoned.
class. I see. Interesting.
Yeah. To be fair, I think that's like one of my favorite years too. Because
It
like,
was a funny moment.
yeah, even like outside of school, like that's when I got into my Mario Kart Wii phase.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
okay.
obsessed with that. But moving on, seventh grade. How did that turn
Seventh
out for you?
grade. I will say that my seventh grade year, I moved to another middle school, from Jefferson Middle School to Blackhawk Middle School, wherever that could be.
I have no
Anyways,
idea, honestly.
a memory that I can like clearly see, or like visualize, is that it's literally on the second day of moving, during like, I get before I was I'm assuming that like, I'm pretty sure I went somewhere to eat, and then I was dropped off at the school with an excuse and all that.
Yep.
So I believe where I was eating in the morning was Chick-fil-A, and by the time I got back to the school, all that, I was like, during math class, I asked if I could go to the bathroom because I started to not feel so good or some sort. And
Yeah.
so by the time that I'm like a few steps after walking out of the classroom, I noticed that I drank too much lemonade, and I was ready to throw up.
Oh,
And
good
luckily, there was
gracious.
a teacher that was walking down the hallway as me, and so it was like, it's like she decided to go to the closest room, which was actually the nurse's office, and
Oh,
grabbed a bucket for me to throw up in.
that's so
And
convenient.
I was like, I was about to throw up too. Like, I drank way too much lemonade,
Wow.
and like, luckily I didn't throw up on the floor. And so after that, I went to the nurse's office that was like next to me, and then pretty much I was okay. I was just like,
You just drank too much. You
too,
just
yes,
wanted to get
too,
that out of your system.
yes. And so that was, and then yeah, that was. I still remember to this day. Like, I remember the same. I wouldn't say it's not actually a teacher. It was more like like one of those like
Like a staff member.
assistants,
Oh,
like for,
assistant teacher. Okay.
yeah, for my. It was actually the same teacher, same assistant for my math class, and it was like, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, she was quick enough to grab a bucket for me,
Oh,
or
yeah.
not a bucket,
Exactly.
like one of the trash cans.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's unfortunate too. It reminded me of like, I know it's a fourth grade memory, but it sort of happened with another classmate of mine. Only except it wasn't like her throwing up. She legit
okay,
defecated on a desk.
all right. That's enough. That's enough from that
But she
fourth
threw up in
grade
the trash
moment.
can afterwards. Yeah.
Let's let's see. Other than that, um, there's also another memory. It was like, and it's so random too. It's like most people won't find it funny, but like, it was like specifically for that classroom. It was my seventh period for reading class, and
Yep.
so while the teacher, uh, like for a moment, the teacher had to like step out of the classroom to talk to another teacher about something. It
Yeah.
was like me and then three other people. We had our table. It was like the one girl that was at our table. It was like she's looking for a mechanical pencil. It was like
Yep.
she first asked the person next to her, and it was like, no, I don't have it. then actually, it was the guy that was next to me that had it, and like he gave it to me. And so she asked him, I was like, no, I don't have it. And then asked me, and it was like, no, as I'm saying, no, I don't have it. I'm dropping the mechanical pencil.
Oh,
Like almost everyone in that classroom could see me doing it too. And so for some reason, like while she asked me and I replied like, I don't have your pencil. And as I'm dropping the mechanical pencil, everyone starts laughing
oh,
at just like I
like they,
for some reason I made the whole classroom laugh from that. And so when the teacher comes back too and it's like sees the whole classroom like laughing too. She had no idea what was happening. She even started to like laugh a little too and
oh.
smile. So it was like
So that's why I love teachers like that. That's
I
awesome.
was, and I'll say this teacher, this my reading teacher was like I guess somewhat more on the stricter kind of side.
Oh, but
But of course she can have fun moments too. So it's
yeah,
like
I'm assuming that's like one of her
so
fun
it's like
moments too.
that was it was like I made not only the classroom but even the teacher, and I was still new at the time too.
Dang,
So
dude.
I was like I made the teacher laugh. She has no idea what happened. It was like
That's an accomplishment right there.
it was. It was so weird, but of course it was so funny. It was like, how did I make the whole class?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that one's. It's
That's an
like
experiment.
even the
Experience.
people where some of the students didn't have like a good like view of me dropping the pencil, they for
They
some reason
know.
they started laughing too. It was
They
like,
just it was just filled with like contagious laughter all
yeah,
around.
pretty much. So yeah, that was one funny moment in seventh grade. So yeah. How
Hmm.
about you? Any funny or so on
I
memories?
I will say, seventh grade, I don't really remember as much when it comes to memorable moments, but I know one event. This is when I was in my old middle school, and then I transferred over to a new middle school. And there's another embarrassing moment that happened to me there too. I might as well share both of them. When I was in
Yes.
my old middle school, this was like when we legit just started our seventh grade year, right? So I was still part of band, right? And then
Mm.
our band teacher Lily pulled me and like all the band kids in that time out for a second, and then we were discussing about like, okay, what are the times that we're able to like leave the classroom so we can meet up with our band teacher to have like our like one-on-one sessions so that they could check on how we progress when it comes to playing our instruments, right? For me, I was confused about one of the time schedules on it too because I thought it interfered with our classes, but at the same time too, would it also hinder us if we missed the practice, if that makes sense?
Mm.
So, and then when my band teacher clarified it for me, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I stupidly said out loud while walking in the classroom, oh, that was stupid. And then my teacher caught me red-handed and she was like, whoa, stupid.
Wait, which teacher was like
It was my
what
math
top
teacher.
math teacher?
Yeah. And she was like, what's stupid? And then I just stood blanked,
Oh
face like,
no.
I was like completely red. I was like, oh my
That's
gosh, what did
why.
I just say?
Yeah, be careful when you always got like one, check your surroundings. Two, depending on what you're saying, don't want to
Yeah,
say it out loud.
I don't know, my mind said that out loud. I wasn't even thinking too. I was like, oh gosh, I screwed myself. I walked myself into
Did you
this one.
actually tell the teacher what you were
No,
saying?
I was too embarrassed. I didn't want to say anything. Oh my
Oh
gosh, I felt
gosh.
so bad. Like that day, like the rest of the class, like my face was just completely red. I was like, get me out of the classroom now, please.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Bad timing.
Yeah,
Bad timing.
really bad timing too. And then I had to do it when I'm literally walking in the classroom. Ugh. But to be
Oh.
fair though, I also appreciate that teacher because she has sons that were into Thomas the Tank Engine. So
I see.
I
I
give her
see.
credit. I give her credit where credit's due. So
Okay.
there's
Okay.
that from my old middle school. Another embarrassing moment that happened to me in my new middle school. By the way, it was called Fisher Middle School, known as Fisher Falcons, but as my classmate would call them, the Fisher Fish Sticks.
Mm. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
okay, so when we were there, I was in my reading class, in my English class in general, and then we were doing our quote unquote silent readings, right? And then I didn't realize I had my phone with me, right? And I didn't realize I forgot to mute my phone.
Oh, I wonder what could have was it like full volume or oh boy, I wonder what.
It was completely dead silent, right? So we don't like everyone was like busy doing like their own reading and stuff. Out of the blue. This was when I was into my wrestling phase too. Like, do you know the song "Monster" by Skillet?
No.
I'll show you the
Oh,
song later.
yes.
Yeah, I'll show you later. But yeah, oh my gosh, like the chorus hit, and then it was so loud. Everyone like
Was it
looked up.
wait,
It
was it a ringtone?
was a ringtone.
It was a
Yeah,
ringtone.
it was the chorus. Like it was my quote unquote wrestling theme back in the day too. And so when they heard it, everyone was like looking at me because like when they saw me, they wouldn't really think about like this guy that like
That likes
yeah
wrestling.
that likes wrestling too and have that as his theme song because it sounds so odd. But like yeah, that's my theme
It's
song.
like
So
That's like the moment that it starts playing, every student just like
Yeah.
straight up like
yeah, they
turns
legit.
towards you.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to mute my phone.
Did the teacher say anything? I was like,
I was
what?
like, yeah, lesson learned. Make sure to turn your phone to silent before you do anything else. I thought it was more funny than embarrassing compared to my time in my old middle school because at least everyone got a laugh at it. And I got a laugh at it too. Like, yeah, I was embarrassed, but like to the point where I'm like straight up fully on like embarrassed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. One other moment that I could think of really quick is ironically from that same class too. I remember from that day, usually for me, I'm like, anytime I go to school, I always tend to like rush going inside because I'm like minutes late. I didn't realize this because like on one of those days, I ended up brushing my teeth, right? And then I ended up like leaving and stuff. I like packed all my bags and stuff. And then I sat through 3 different periods. And my third period was my English class, right? So I went through, I think, my social studies, oh no, science, and then it was math, and then English. I didn't realize this, but when I was sitting down and like preparing for class and stuff, one of my classmates called me out and he was like, "You have something stuck in like the side of your mouth." I'm like, "What?" And then I wiped it, and I
Like
didn't realize it
straight
was
up toothpaste.
yeah, it was toothpaste. So I was literally just sitting in like the past 3 classes without knowing I still had toothpaste on my face.
I wonder how much students noticed and just didn't
Yeah,
say anything.
yeah, they didn't
I wonder
tell
if
me
the
about
teacher
that.
also noticed and just didn't say anything as well.
Exactly. But one of my classmates called me out on it. It was like, oh my gosh. I felt really embarrassed about it too.
What were you eating in class?
Yeah, but at the same time too, it was really funny because it was around that time when there were like 2 really cute Filipino girls that I was like seated with around the same group, and I was like, oh gosh, oh gosh. I was like, oh well,
Too cute Filipino.
yeah. They didn't call me out on it, so
Did you see them looking at you?
yeah,
when
they
that
looked at
happened?
me after like the one student called me out on it, so.
Ah,
But
I
at the
see,
same
I
time,
see.
too, at least I had to thank him for that too, because otherwise, if
Hey,
so, I
you
would
could
have
have
toothpaste
gone.
around
You
my
could
entire
have
day.
gone. Yeah, the whole day.
Exactly, I would have been terrified, dude. And then call me out on that too. So, ugh.
I see. I see.
But then at the same time too, I'm very thankful too because of that. Like, we were friends. Well, I don't want to say we're friends. We're more like acquaintances. But
You just know each other.
yeah. Basically, I mean, we have like cool stories to share with each other every now and then. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That pal.
Yeah. Other than that, like those are like all the 7th grade memories that I could think about. How about you? When it comes to 8th grade now.
8th grade, the last grade of our middle school years.
Yes.
Let's see. I know I had some moments. Okay. So there's this one student that was, and this was during the time when we started using Chromebooks and all
Oh.
that, and I think so. And during that class, or that one student found a way to play like Game Boy game simulators
No
and all that
way.
on the Chromebook. And so of course I got curious. I've also asked. So I was able And so, of course, we were friends, so
Yeah.
he helped me out. And so I was able to play like Pokemon Ruby, and that was probably the only game I played. And so, like, he started helping other students, like, how to play whatever game they want, whatever, like, Game Boy kind of game on their Chromebooks. And so it got to the point where it was like, there was a lot of students that were able to do it.
Yep.
And I don't know who was it, but he called him out.
Oh.
And so
Oh
that
no.
he got in trouble, and then so for those that downloaded the game and all that other stuff,
They all got in trouble.
we were told no, we were well, I didn't get in trouble. So we were
Oh.
told to
Stop.
stop, get rid of it, and so yeah, but it was like for a certain amount of time, but then like someone decided to call out on him, and so he got in
sucks.
trouble while he told all the other students to just stop,
Yeah.
like either uninstall or like all that stuff. I'm pretty sure I still had it, so I still play. I would play it like not during school, but like
When they're not noticing and stuff.
I think I remember I mostly played it. Somehow I was able. And it doesn't involve like online, so it was like I was playing it on the bus and all
Oh,
that other
okay.
stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
you could just play it anytime you want. Oh, that's cool.
pretty much.
Oh,
And
that's
so
nice.
yeah, those were fun times, but it was a bad time for the person that was behind it all.
Unfortunate time. Oh,
Yeah.
like did he get suspended or anything, or did he like lose privileges of using a
Um.
Chromebook, or?
No, I don't. No, not suspended. He got in trouble, and so
Detention,
I
I'm assuming.
I don't know. I don't remember, but not to the point where it's like, because he was still able to use a Chromebook, so
Yeah.
it was more like get the person that's behind, like not the developer, like the person that's in charge of like of the Chromebooks, like checking it out and all, doing maintenance and all that. They
Yeah.
just decided to like do some changes, and so certain stuff we were restricted from doing, like I don't know, searching
Searching like
certain
all that type
games
of
and
stuff.
websites
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, that's when it started.
Hi, Kuma.
And yeah, I still had the game, so there's that.
You still have it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Well, I don't have the
incredible.
Chromebook no more because we
Oh,
returned it, but like I still had the game until we graduated from middle school. So
gotcha.
there was that moment, and then also, so there's this also. I guess well, it was a school. The school allowed it. It was a sort of a game in a way. It was like specifically for math. It was called Math Prodigy or something like that.
Oh, I think I know
And
what you're
it's
talking
it's like one
about.
of those like
Those
you
activity-based like school games, right?
it's. I mean, you could play it whenever you want, but it's like, well, of course you did in math class. It was like you make your character.
Yep.
You can capture monsters and stuff like solving math problem equations and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Leveling up and all that. So for our school, we had this ranking system. It was like we can actually see like who's in first place or second based off of how high your level is.
Yeah.
And so for me, I got somewhat addicted to playing the game because
I
like it
mean,
reminded me of like Pokemon and other stuff. So it
yeah,
was
that makes
something
sense.
like
Yeah.
that. And so
Did you get smarter math because of it?
so what happened was I got to level 45.
Uh-huh.
I was pretty much ranked first.
Oh.
And then the funny part was when our math teacher decides to shows the rankings because he at the time or he was in first place. He was level 42. But when he showed the whole ranking on the screen in front of the whole class, he noticed that he was like, wait, what the heck? And so he was in second place and I was in first.
You surpassed him.
I was in first place, and
Oh, that's so funny.
then it was so funny too. It was like the class started laughing too. It was seeing the math teacher like, wait, what? Because like he didn't look at the rankings before like showing it to the whole class,
Oh.
and so then
You just assumed that he was at first the entire time.
yeah. He assumed it was first, and then it's like, what? looks at he didn't look at the ranking on his own screen. He looked it up at the same time as everyone else. I was like, what the heck? I was like,
Oh, that's sort of funny.
and from that point on, me and my math teacher became rivals in a way, just
Just for
playing
the game.
playing the game, like doing all that stuff. And so I'm pretty sure I was still in first place during my it was like
The duration?
all the students of that grade.
Oh,
There was
like the entire 8th grade system,
Yeah.
you were the one in first.
I was in first place.
You were that determined, man. Holy moly.
I was having fun, and that was
Yeah, that's the
that was
point,
probably
though.
at the time where math was my absolute favorite
That's fair. Yeah.
subject. And so I still remember the same level that I left off
Yeah.
from last time playing. I was level 69. I was still higher than the math teacher
That's
and
the way to
still in
end it
first
off.
place. So yeah,
Dang,
that
dude.
was a fun experience, like for a math game.
That
And
sounds heck of amazing, though.
and then it was even funnier because this is like during high school, like I pretty much was still able to log on, like after a
Oh.
few years or like
Did you
yeah,
start
like
to
a year or two passed, and I was still able to log in, and I was left off. I noticed there were some changes, like new updates and stuff, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like completely new. I was only doing that just to check it, and I was really surprised I was still able to log in despite
Yeah,
not
that makes
being in
sense,
middle
yeah.
school no more. But
That's
yeah,
still impressive.
it was.
Honestly,
It was a fun rivalry I had.
that's cool. At least you're able to do something like that, especially with the educational system. Because
Yeah.
for us, I remember, like, real quick, back in 5th grade for me, for us, when it comes to, like, hanging out together online, it was Club Penguin.
Yeah, that was during the elementary school years for me.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I didn't really play much of it, so
Got it. No, everyone had accounts
I was
in.
too busy with either ABC Yacht or Cool Maths or
Gotcha.
whatever that was.
Yeah, for us, it was either Club Penguin or Pop Tropica.
Yeah, Pop Tropica, that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, man. Dude, everyone had accounts on both of them. For me, and me included, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
my
right,
gosh.
what about you? 8th grade year.
Honestly, I want to say that 8th grade is one of my more fun years when it comes to middle school. Because surprisingly, this was actually the first time I've actually been asked out by a girl. I'm not kidding.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know if there's something in me too. Good thing about it too
I
is
got
that she was a
jealous.
Filipina. Um,
Do
but
you remember was she like a popular girl of some kind?
she was like, I wouldn't say she's popular. She was more like
Like
where I was at when it came to like interest and stuff,
you were
I guess.
a girl actually
Yeah.
asked you out, but
No,
not me.
it was really weird too because there was
I'm jealous.
another girl.
I'm actually jealous, even though it probably for you and it didn't go out so well. But
No, because here's the thing. I never gave her an answer back.
oh, it's like she asked you out,
Yeah.
and I don't know, whatever you said is like, wait, let me think about
Yes,
this.
that's pretty much what I told
and
her.
then later on, it's like you either completely forgot or you just didn't have an answer.
No, because ironically for me, I like someone else in the class.
Wait, was it back to those two Filipino girls
No,
you're
no,
seeing
no,
us?
no, no. It was a different girl. I just thought she was cute.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's a
You're-
memory that's probably gonna be burning in my mind. Well, if
you-
I'm not
do you-
mistaken now, I think she's like doing well for herself today. I think she's already taken too, so I'm actually happy for her. So
Oh,
Yeah, she
you
told-
lost that
Yeah, yeah.
chance. You had a girl that actually asked you out.
yeah, she like text messaged me like all that stuff too. She's like,
Tried to get to know you and stuff.
yeah, yeah. No, wait, the way she told me, okay, I'm not, I know that she and I are like not talking with each other as much nowadays, but I'm gonna share,
Wow.
I'm gonna share this because like I want to keep her identity secret. So she literally messaged me. She's like, out of the blue one day, she was like, hey, I know who you like. I'm like, what? How do you know I like this person?
I see you the way you look at her.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I thought she was referring to like the person that I actually liked and not her, because she was like,
Oh wait, she thought it was her, but not the other. Oh no.
yeah, that made it worse. And then she was like giving me like she was like, I was like, giving her names and stuff, like all of our different classmates of the people that I liked.
Describe.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
And then she was like, "Can you call me?" I'm like, "Sure." And it's like, "Okay, that someone is me." And I'm like, "Oh my god! Oh my gosh!"
What did you do? Did you like hang up? Or
No, I was shell shocked, dude. I didn't know what to say.
And then of course you liked someone else.
Okay, like I'm not gonna lie. Like when I knew she told me that she liked me, I had a grin on my face, right?
Of course, because like being asked.
Yeah, because she asked me out, right? And then I was like, okay, I'll think about it, because at the same time too, I sort of like the other girl more. But give me some time.
Oh my gosh. This all
Hey,
happened
it is
to
so
you.
much fun.
Oh boy.
Oh,
You got to me, I would say the fact that you were asked out by a girl, lucky. I'm jealous. I'm somewhat jealous, but
That
at the
was
same time,
only
that's so.
that was the only time I've ever been asked out by someone too.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like, okay, my high school years, but I sort of changed myself compared to when I was back in elementary school, middle school. Spoiler alert, when I moved back in my sophomore year, I moved back to my original quote-unquote high school. So, and I'll bring that up when we talk about the high school episode. But yeah, holy moly. After that, like, I didn't see her much in my freshman year of high school.
And you never like gave a response to
No,
her.
it was really weird because ever since she told me about that, I felt very awkward ever since like trying to be with her. Like we never like held hands or anything. She never tried kissing me, or I never like
It's
kissed
just
her back.
like try to talk.
Yeah,
Try to get to know each other
Yeah,
more.
'cause
But then it did.
Yeah, when she talks with me, my face would literally like turn red out of embarrassment because I didn't know what to say. Because
Maybe that was that like after she asked, like that
After she
the
asked.
phone call.
Yeah,
I was thinking like if it was before, that's probably what like gave her a hint as to what gave her the idea that you liked her.
Yeah.
But if not, then I don't know what is like. Did you like look at her or stare at her or something?
Well, I don't. That's the thing for me because I didn't know how. I'm leaving. Okay, bye. You can just leave the dogs here.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, my dad has to go for work, and then now we have to take care of the puppies. But I'm still gonna finish this because that could take too long. Yeah. But yeah, that sort of happened, and but at the same time too, I mean, we still have like a respect for each other. So, like I said, we're still like Facebook friends and whatever, but we're not like talking with each other.
Wait, do you still remember who the actual person is?
Yes, I still have her in my contacts to this day too.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember her first name, remember her last name. I even remember how she looked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how.
I don't even know that, but okay.
Surprisingly, she was taller than me.
At the time or like now?
At the time, I don't know about now. I think she's still taller than me. I don't know. I was chubby back then. So.
I see.
Yeah, another
I'm not
moment.
gonna lie.
Oh,
Like,
sorry.
when it comes to, no, it's like a quick comment. It's if a girl were to, hoping that one day, if a girl actually decides to ask me out,
Yeah.
like genuinely, I wouldn't care whether she was taller than me or shorter.
That's fair, honestly, because
And I feel like, and then also it's like, if like I don't mind about the height, but if it was someone that was actually taller than you,
I mean, I wouldn't mind, honestly. But the thing is for me is that, like I said before, is that I already liked someone else and I didn't know how to return the feelings back without trying to like make her feel bad.
yeah, understandable.
Yeah, because in the end, we never confirmed the relationship, quote unquote
Yeah.
relationship. So,
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were still friends. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other memories besides that?
This is when I got into like my anime phase as well.
Oh.
Starting off with manga, obviously. So,
Oh.
and then
Is
I think I told you this story before, but I don't know
think
if
you shared an episode
I think I did. Yeah. So if you guys don't remember
in
the
the
episode,
library.
yes, the
Yeah.
library episode in regards to finding the manga.
Yes.
Yeah, Rosario Vampire. That's the one. So they had the first 4 volumes of the book inside the library.
And for this kind of manga, it shouldn't have been allowed.
No, because if you want to see like bra shots, if you want to see panty shots, yeah, they're drawn in the book.
And for some reason, they're in the library
Yes.
for any student to grab.
Yeah. And for me, I checked them all out. I read them all. Loved it. That kicked off my phase when it came to anime, and I started into like the ecchi type of anime stuff. So like it sort of like led to Rosario Vampire, Kiss Exis, or Kisses for those of you who know.
And others, yes.
Yes, another one was close to that, and like leading into like not anime. I'll say that because I don't want to
Yes.
get our channel demonetized.
What? Yeah, his humble beginnings.
Yes. But yeah, it sort of like led into that too. I was surprised that they actually kept it in the library. I don't know if it's still there to this day, but oh my gosh, the first time when I saw
I
it,
can't imagine if they just added more.
if they did out of the blue, oh my gosh. Well, to be fair, the manga's better than the anime, so
Yeah.
especially season 2. Spoilers. But other than that, yeah, like those were like my favorite moments of 8th grade. I had a really chill English teacher too around that time, so
Okay.
oh my gosh. And I remember, oh wait, one more quick story too. That same teacher too, I remember that we were doing an experiment where we could see how many times we could land either heads or tails using a penny, right? And we were all just goofing off and like throwing our coins like as high as we can and try to catch them. Yeah. Do you know like some of those ceilings would have like those air vents on the top?
Oh, yeah.
I threw my penny up, it got stuck
never
inside.
came back.
Yeah, it never went back down. I was like, oh gosh, oh. At the same time, too, I was like, oh, that's cool.
And you don't even know if it was heads or tails.
No. It was really funny.
I see.
To be fair, she was my favorite teacher in 8th grade too. Holy moly. She told us really fun stories too. Like, one of my favorite stories she told real quick is that one of her former students had Flamin' Hot Cheetos for a snack and whatsoever. Like in that class, you're allowed to have snacks whatsoever, right? Mm-hmm. And then he started not feeling good, and then later on he threw up all over the floor, pink Cheeto dust and like all that stuff. And then like after that day, my teacher's like, I'm never gonna eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos ever again after seeing that. Yeah. There's that, and then one of my favorite things about that class is that we also did like or I think it was like towards like Thanksgiving around that time. We did like a mini competition with our fellow classmates. One of my favorite ones that I participated in, and I actually won the competition. It's where you take a piece of Oreo on your forehead and you have to try to maneuver it inside your mouth without using like any of your hands or whatsoever. Oh my gosh, that's really great.
I see.
I love that
Were you able to do it?
Yes, I was the one that won it. So
I don't think I was able to do it. It would always fall off.
I don't know if I'm able to do that now because, again, I'm skinnier now compared to than I was years ago, so.
Okay.
But yeah, those were like my favorite moments in middle school especially.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, those were our memorable memories from our middle school years. Some of them were fun, really funny moments, and others
not so funny moments.
Embarrassing and so forth.
Yeah, but then again, we can look at them now and see them as fun stories.
Yes, indeed.
Hence why we're sharing it with you guys right now.
And if you can relate,
yeah,
okay.
Let us know. Honestly, do you have any fun moments back in your middle school? Let us know. Anything that you remembered that was like memorable, maybe embarrassing.
That scarred you or something?
Yeah, or maybe you still kept to this day as like a precious memory or whatsoever.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure for us, all the memories that we mentioned, oh man, it's still buried in our minds today. So, and then when we eventually share them with our future children and let them grow up, they'll definitely know for sure.
Yeah.
But then again, times are changing. So.
Yep.
In the meantime, I think that's it for today. So, again, thank you again for joining us in our ICduhweebs podcast.
And wait to see the next episode.
Yes, we'll be talking about our high school years this time. And I think we're going to have way more memories to talk about in this one.
Yes.
Yes, because for sure I definitely will.
Me too.
So this is going to be fun. This is going to be I don't know. Actually, I don't know when we're going to be filming it. So just keep an eye on it. It's for sure going to be our next episode. That's one thing's for sure when it comes to our podcasting. So in the meantime, I think that's it from us for today. So if you like the video, leave a like. If you also want to, leave a comment down below to suggest anything else for future topics.
Yeah.
Did he just hit you in the...
Yes. Yes.
And then don't forget, if you like our content, feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified whenever we upload any new videos. Hi, Maya. Hi, Kuma. You want to say bye to the camera too?
That's about...
Yeah, that's about it from us today. If I could go... Hey, no. Well,
Come on.
my puppies start getting all the games underneath my table.
Ow,
I'm gonna end this video now. Bye, guys. Peace.
Bye.
Peace. Go. Chase Quick Hasman. Go.